Have you seen this look all over social media, maybe even here on YouTube? I can tell you this is nonsense. This is not pretty. It does not blend well. Maybe for women under 40, they can pull this off. Maybe women a little over 40, they like to do this. This is fun for them. I'm not here to tell them not to. I'm here to tell you that you can get this beautiful, mature skin look without doing this nonsense. This is my Seint Mature Makeup 1 month review. You do not want to miss this, especially if you've been color matched by another artist and it didn't work. Stay tuned. Hi, welcome back to my channel. I am Michelle Spieler. I am the creator of Mature Makeup Masterclass, which I believe I'm launching and publishing in the next week or two, but I'll keep you posted here. I'll do a quick YouTube on it. But I wanted to talk today because it now has been about a month since I did my Seint makeup review for mature skin. And so many of you have reached out to me. I almost can't keep up. I love it though. I love you sharing your stories, your photos, your vulnerability. I'm getting about 10 to 20 women a day color matching. So I'm doing the best I can to keep up with everyone, but be patient. I'm always getting back to someone within 48 hours though. I don't know if you even know what I'm talking about. Seint makeup is those women that have all their makeup in one compact and they, line it and dot it and all over their face, and then they take a big brush and blend it. And I've never once been tempted to try it. I never thought it looked good. I always thought, oh, that's younger skin makeup. Oh, it's not blended. Anyway, you can always go back and watch my original videos. I'm not going to revisit that. But what I want to address is in the month that I've really been using it more and more every day, I'm coming to find out that it's so much prettier than NARS. And this is a beautiful foundation. It's so much prettier than the Kosas. This is their brand new Revealer foundation with skincare in it. It's pretty. I picked a color that's too light, but it's very pretty. It's prettier than something like a BB cream. And it has more coverage, and I get to decide how much coverage I want where. I got these new Bosma sticks. They sent them to me. I didn't buy these. They're kind of a celebrity favorite in the makeup category. They went viral on TikTok. They're okay. They're okay. They're nice. I love this L'Oreal balm. Very pretty. Very, very little coverage, but very pretty. Not a great shade range though, not really a great shade range. So more and more, I'm just so convinced that this Seint makeup is about the prettiest thing I've ever used. And when I get feedback from you, or I get before and after photos, and I see the confidence in you, it really excites me to keep going. Now, I want to do today something very different than I did the last time. I've come up with a new system for myself, and I think it's going to help a lot of you. Also, I keep getting emails from women saying, hey, help, I have Seint. I bought it from a young artist, and I think I have wrong colors, or I don't know how to put it on. I don't like how they put it on, or I put it on like them and I look muddy and not blended. So I'm here to help you. I'm your mature friend. I'm your mature cheerleader. I'm a 25-year pro. Still took me many, many attempts to figure this out. So I'm going to try to save you the trouble. Now, we never, ever, ever put 3D around our eyes. 3D are the highlights, which is AKA foundation, contours, bronzer, never around the eyes. It's too thick and creamy. It'll crease, it'll make a mess. We are gonna do Demi around the eyes, but this is not even a Demi video. This is how to use Seint and use it in a pretty way for mature skin. Now, many people are two colors, and myself, I am, let me see. I am candlelit right here. But see, June, it has more yellow in it. I like the more yellow in areas where I'm more red, but today I'm gonna be simple. I'm just gonna do candlelit. And then I'm gonna do bronzer. I might do a little contour for some of you who like to learn contour, but I'm gonna show you how easy this is. Now I have nothing on my face except primer. I do recommend every woman get a primer. I don't care what it is. If you've never used a primer, then just go to the drugstore and get Revlon. They make a smoothing primer, which smooths out pores. They make, I think like a oil control type primer. They make 3. Okay, just go get Revlon. It's in a lot of professional makeup kits. I have a Revlon in my makeup kit, but my favorite primer is for really oily skin, Milk Hydro Grip. However, I don't know how that works under this. I haven't tried it. I love RMS Beauty Radiant Locking Primer. That's what I have on right now. I love Tatcha Silk Canvas. I love Pore Saver by Dermablend. I use on my mature clients in my chair with larger pores and oily skin. And I've just recently become familiar with Smashbox Oil Control. Now, Smashbox is one of the original people of primers. Laura Mercier coined it first, and then Smashbox really knocked it out of the park with all the different colors and different formulas. And they do make one called Oil Control Primer by Smashbox. And it really does help control oil, especially for women who are just shiny by lunch, okay? So let's get started. I'm gonna show you how I do this on mature skin because I'm 54. And if you were in my chair, this is how I would do it on you. I want you to have a damp blender sponge. My Seint one is gray, it's upstairs, so I have this beauty blender. They feel the same to me. See how spongy? You want real spongy. Don't get Real Techniques, I don't like their version. Okay, so here's what I do. I'm gonna take Candlelit because I'm neutral warm. You can see some yellow in my neck. I have blue-green veins. But once I get bronzer and everything on, I really have been liking this Candlelit, okay? And I'm going to look in my close-up mirror. Actually, no, I'm not gonna look in my close-up mirror. Okay, I like to start in the center of the face because then as we blend out, we don't need as much coverage. We don't need as much coverage out here. If we have sunspots, that's Demi. Around the eyes, Demi. But we're just gonna start with the foundation, which is called a highlight. And I'm gonna start on the nose. I love this brush. I highly recommend everyone get the 3D brush. It is unique because it's this really great dome shape. Do you see that? Works great. I do one area at a time. Now I'm gonna kind of blend and pat that into the skin. See, pretty sheen, pretty texture, not too light. It is gonna be too light in the summer though. Now I'm gonna go into my chin. I could use June here, cause see, I could use June. Now, I'm really textured here and down here, my whole marionette lines, okay? I'm real textured. So I don't put it in those areas. I do not put foundation in my really textured areas. I don't like a lot on my upper lip because I don't know about you, but I have a lot of pores on my upper lip and they're getting larger as I get older. So I just take whatever's on, I don't re-dip the brush, just whatever's on it. Okay, so right now I have it just down the center of the face and it's very pretty and very skin-like. Do you see that? You can still see a little red and purple peeking through. That's okay, that's what Demi's for. If I'm just doing Demi, then I do Demi first, obviously. But when I'm doing Demi mixed with the 3D, then I do the 3D first because it's silly to do Demi because this is gonna rub it all back off again. Okay, now I go into the cheek area, but do you see this? I don't go higher than here. Do you see how I'm not near the eye? Do not put 3D near the eye. I'm gonna take it back to my cheekbone and then what's left on the brush, I'm dragging down to my jawline. Most of us have nice skin on our jawline. Do you know how I know? Because I've probably color matched 100 of you in a month and everyone has pretty good skin. And you all apologize for how you look. And I'm looking at you going, I would love to look like you, okay? So I'm gonna show you a picture of me in the end, barefaced. I want you to really see a picture, not a video. Video is different, okay? You can see it's a little heavier here because I need more coverage in my apples of my cheek. I'm getting a little discolored as I get older. But see how I draw, and see, I didn't take it here where my texture areas are, okay? And now, see, I'm just patting it in. Now it goes up near the eye area, but it doesn't go into the eye area. Do you see that? And I'm patting it in. Look at that. Isn't that so pretty and skin-like? See? Look, you can see all of my laugh lines, but they're just pretty. You can see my huge sunspot. We're gonna color that with Demi in a minute. Then I go into this area and I have some discoloration on my cheeks. And then what's left over, I kind of blend it down, okay? And then pat, pat, pat. Now we can always like take a close-up makeup mirror in a minute and see, assess everything. See how I'm not going into the eye area? I stay below my dents. I don't go into my dents because that's where Demi's gonna go. Okay, look. Gorgeous. Now I'm gonna take a little bit. I don't want a lot because look, I have a lot of lines in my forehead. Do you see that? People are like, why don't you Botox? I did. I Botoxed in my 30s and this was frozen. You know what else? Because I have a hooded eye, when I need to raise my eyebrows to put my eyeshadow on, if I'm Botoxed here, I can't raise my eyebrows. So what happened in my 30s, and I wasn't even that hooded in my 30s, but in my 30s, 38, 39, this was so frozen that I go to do my eyeshadow and look, I couldn't lift my eye. So I would literally, I couldn't fit the brush in my crease. So I would literally, I'm not kidding you, my husband would watch me. I would get up to the mirror and I would force this up so I could get in my crease and then drop it back down because this was all frozen. No, thank you. No, thank you. I stopped that at 39. I was done Botoxing at 39. You know what I do now? I Botox right here and that's it. 3 times a year, just right here. Do they try to get me to do everywhere else? Yes, they do. We could do a little here and a little there and a little there. No, I see too many women walking around looking like Spock from Star Trek. No, thank you. I want it right here because I have 3 deep, not lines, deep crevices. And they're gonna get deeper and deeper and worse and worse. So I go here, it's about $180. 3 times a year, I get it right here. That's it. Now you know my secret. Do I still use frownies for those of you that have seen my frownies video? Yes. Do you know why? Because when I sleep, I make expression. Or when I sleep, gravity takes its toll. So I still wear frownies. I'm trying to train my forehead to lie flat. Okay, now do you see how I didn't take it up here? I don't need it up there because I'm going to do a little bit of contour or bronzer. So it's just on the lower part of my forehead, right above my eyebrows. I have really nice skin on my forehead. Okay. So nothing is making me look older. Everything just looks hydrated and pretty. If I wanted to go in with more heavier coverage, I could, but you know what I like to do first? Before you put on more, listen to me, I really need you to hear me as your mature cheerleader. Before you put on more coverage, I want you to put on your brows, your eyes, your cheeks, your bronzer, your lips, because I promise you, once all that's on, have you seen my French videos? Once your features are pretty and enhanced, no one's really looking at your skin. No one's looking at your flaws but you. So put your makeup on and really assess it before you just keep adding more, okay? Do you promise? Now, I'm not gonna powder that because I'm not oily and I like that beautiful sheen, but if you're oily or if you're someone who reaches out to me and says, I just don't like shiny skin, I like matte, okay, use a powder. Use a light powder everywhere. It doesn't matter what you use, just make sure it's translucent. Okay, now I'm gonna go in with a bronzer because I'm a Southern California girl, okay? I'm a bronze girl. So I'm gonna take a bronzer and I'm gonna take Bella. That was candlelit on my face. That's all that's on my face is candlelit. Now I'm gonna take Bella and I don't even think I'm gonna contour today because you know what, you guys, not everyone needs contour. If you have a 5 head like me, if you have a long forehead, you can contour a little at the top. If you have gels like me, look at that. You can contour the gels and the neck, absolutely. If you're broader through the cheekbones like me, okay, do you see these lines coming down? I already have a natural cheekbone line. It's getting lower and lower with gravity. But if I wanted to do a little contour here, I could. And maybe I'll do that for you today just so you can see. But really, most days, and I find most women just want to look polished and pretty and natural. Most days, I'm just using bronzer. That's it. I'm using bronzer. Now remember, I talk about do not contour the hollows in the temple, but you can bronze there because this is just adding some warmth. We're not adding shadow, we're just adding warmth, okay? And I'll go a little bit down here. My neck always needs a little bronzer. My neck is really pale, okay? So see how I'm starting to look more dimensional and more warm and alive, but look, I have very little on. And even though I said in my first video, we're doing everything in one layer, here's what I learned. We don't really show age up here or out here. We do show age here, but we can knock that back. So where I'm putting bronzer, I don't look 54 years old where I'm putting bronzer. So it's okay to add a really sheer cream layer. I might add a little to the nose too. Okay? Doesn't that just look healthy and warm and pretty? Couldn't any one of you do this? That's all I have on my face is Bella bronzer and candlelit. That's it. Now, one thing about mature skin, if you have a color that's too light, it is going to show pores, texture, age, facial hair, acne scars. A color that is too light is only going to enhance your aged areas and your distractions. So sometimes, and very often, we'll put you in a slightly deeper color because we know you have some mature texture, and so I'll put you in a deeper color. Now, this is gonna be my summer color. This is sandy. Do you see how deep that is compared to my face? But I wanna show you real quick. I'm gonna take some on this side of the brush. I'm gonna take a little sandy. I'm just gonna go out here on the side of my face. See? That's not scary. And that's several shades darker than candlelit, but that's not scary. That's pretty. Maybe we'll do a little sandy under here instead of contouring, just so you can see that with a cream blendable makeup, you can get away with going a little darker. It's always better to go a little darker than a little lighter, okay? I just did a whole TikTok on that. Women are going too light, okay? And you can even warm up your neck a little bit because you can't see, but my chest is darker than my face and I have some sun damage. So I get a lot of women who send me pictures and their face is pale, and bravo, that means you've been using SPF and I'm proud of you. And they have a light neck, or maybe they're starting to get some sun damage on their neck, but then their chest has sun damage and they've got all of the sunspots and the splotchiness and the white areas. We start to get the white. It's almost opposite of a sunspot. It's white splotches and it's lack of pigmentation. Sun damage will actually reverse the pigmentation. So we get the white splotches and the dark splotches and we get kind of a ruddiness, but then our face is light. Well, if you have a light face and a dark splotchy sun damaged chest, That doesn't look right. People are gonna look at you and that doesn't look right. We have to add some of that warmth here to the face and blend to the neck. Is it a little more work? Yeah, but we're mature women and that's just what it is. It's a little more work, okay? But look, we still look pretty and natural. We still look we're not going for a heavy makeup look like all the girls that dot their whole face and buff it all in with one dirty brush. We're not doing that here, okay? Now, I'm gonna take my Demi. Now it's time for Demi. I am super happy with this gorgeous look. So now I'm gonna go in with some Demi. I might even play with a new color today. Some of you will just not even go to me for color match. You'll just pick my colors and order them. That's fine. I don't care. But it might not be your color just because it's my color. Okay. Is this right? I need the bright brush. I think everything has a foundation on it. All right, that's fine. So I'm gonna take this little brush here. Do you see how I'm red and purple? I'm real red and purple. So I'm gonna take Y01. I've never used Y01 on myself, but I feel like it might be really good. Y01 means yellow, orange, number 1. And when you have red and purple under the eye, the yellow is the opposite of what? Purple. The orange is the opposite of what? Blue. They're completely opposite on the color wheel. I don't have my color wheel with me. That's stupid of me. But anyway, so do you see that? That yellow orange just took away this red purple. And I'm going to get real close up and you are not going to see texture and you're going to see a beautiful sheen because it's wax with pigment. Okay? I love that. I'm crazy about that. Now, I'm also going to go around the nose because I have broken capillaries, and the 3D, the Seint 3D is just giving us beautiful complexion, but it's not heavy coverage. You can make it heavy, but to me, it still doesn't cover sunspots, melasma, or broken capillaries. You need Demi for that. The reason you don't see a lot of people talking about Demi is because you have to be certified, and I got certified because Demi is the whole reason I got into Seint. I was not remotely interested in the whole 3D side. I was only interested in color science because as a professional illustrator, as someone who has a Bachelor of Fine Arts in illustration, as someone who's a 25-year makeup artist who I've had to color correct Black skin, Hispanic, Asian, Caucasian, elderly. I needed all these colors in my pro kit. And then I thought, well, darn it, now I'm in love with it. So here I am. So look, all that redness around my nose went away. But you don't see this crazy color. Look at this crazy color. This is what I used under my eye. Yellow, orange, number 1. Now last time, I think I used green, yellow, number 1. I can use that too, but this is warmer and prettier, okay? I love green, yellow, and I still use it a lot of days, but I just got this because I found this was working better for deeper yellow skin tones. And so I started using it and I'm like, doggone it, that is gorgeous. So now I'm gonna go in. Now remember, this is not concealer, this is color corrector. It might look like I'm putting it on thick like a concealer, but I am not. Do you see that sheen? Look at that. It took that red purple away. The yellow orange took away the reddish purple, which has a lot of blue under it. Look at that. And it has a pretty sheen. Come on now, that's crazy. Now I'm gonna go into my troughs, okay, my dents. Remember, you already know why we all have dents. Our eyeballs are sinking into our orbital bone. You can go watch my previous videos and all that. I'm not gonna revisit that, it's just part of aging. I'm gonna use orange number 3. It's this beautiful peach. It's also going to go on my sunspot, on my side of my face, okay? And now, I'm going just in my tear trough, okay? Now look, tear troughs on both sides, but see how this one has more color, and this tear trough, you're gonna see a little shadow. You can't do anything about light and shadow, but you can change the color, okay? So I have a couple blue veins, and I'm not hand painting the veins. I'm just going in where it's the darkest and it fools the eye into not seeing the vein. We're not painting it out. We don't have time for that. We're not painting out every distraction on our face. We're only painting out the distractions that bother us, that draw our attention to our flaws, and then we're going to lightly almost pixelate those areas, okay? Now I'm doing this tear trough, the 03, orange number 3, it's very peachy. It goes right into that tear trough. Not bad. I'll take it at 54 to knock back those tear troughs. And then I have a couple veins. They're very blue. And just in a couple areas, I'll hit those veins. That's it, just a couple areas. We're not painting it all out. Then I'm gonna take the 03 and I'm gonna do this sunspot over here. Now we're gonna put blush on too. So sometimes I'll wait till after the blush is on. That's it, that's the only place. Now sometimes I'll go in and color correct my chin because you can see a little bit of red purple shining through, but that's not distracting me today, so I'm not gonna worry about that. I'm really not. I'm not gonna worry about areas that nobody sees, okay? And then I like to go in, I set everything all the time with a setting spray, okay? So I have a lot of discoloration on my eyelids. You already know I like to use the MAC paint pot for that, and Painterly. I'm gonna go put that on right now. I'm gonna do my eyes. I have these beautiful, beautiful shadows by Seint. They're so amazing. They blend so much like Charlotte Tilbury. I am loving them, and I'm putting together quads for people who don't really know what shadows they like, and I'm having fun doing that. I'm gonna go do my eyes. I'm gonna come right back, but what do you think? If you were close up in my face, I would feel very confident that I looked young and pretty. You know what I mean? Not like young, but young enough. Like I'm looking in this mirror right here. I barely notice my pores. I barely see lines. I'm not noticing my marionette lines. You know why? Because I'm so highlighted on these beautiful glowy areas of my face that I'm no longer seeing my distractions. And my under eye looks so sheeny, like real skin, and all the color has been canceled without any coverage. No concealer is needed. Okay, let me go finish my face and I'll be right back. All right, what do we think? I love it. I feel beautiful. If I was real close up in your face, I would feel beautiful. I'm in people's face when someone's in my makeup chair. I'm real close, like real close. Most of the time I'm in a mask, depending on my environment. But I feel gorgeous. I feel gorgeous on camera. I feel gorgeous in person. I can look in a 10-time magnification mirror and my skin looks like skin and not makeup. And I can't say that about NARS or Chanel or Kosas or BB creams or CC creams. You name it, I've tried it all. I think about the only foundation I haven't tried. Even Armani Luminous does not make me look pretty. I returned all the Kojian dough because we use that a lot in makeup trailers in Hollywood. It's beautiful on beautiful young skin. Did not look good on me. I returned it the next day. The only thing I haven't tried is YSL, the Dior Airbrush. I might try that. Pat McGrath has a beautiful foundation and concealer for skin, and I'm told it looks great on mature skin, but it's so expensive. Like, these little tins are $14. $14 to look like this? It's a no-brainer. The only thing I need is I do feel like I need blush, and I'm gonna show you two different ones. I love Cindy. I wear this most days. Do you see how it's a warm sheer pink? It has a gloss to it. It doesn't stay super shiny, but it's a gloss that looks so pretty on mature skin. And when I wear it, I get so many compliments. But if you like cooler tones, this is Baby Watermelon. This is so pretty if you want a pink that has more of a blue undertone. So I'm gonna show you a couple different ones. I'm gonna do the Cindy over here. And I don't need much because I'm going for a natural look. And that looks a lot on camera, but I promise in person. Remember, high def cameras enhance every color and make every color look more intense. And then you can always just take your beauty blender and go just around the edges. But look at that. Do you see that beautiful sheen? That is so pretty. I love that. And then another one I like, because I am very much, I'm very much a peachy girl. My hair is changing, but I'm very much a peachy girl. So I recently got Boardwalk, and Boardwalk's really pretty too. And it's a little bit more subtle. It's more of what I would call kind of a peachy nude. It's really understated when you look at it. You might even go, ooh, that's not enough color, but look. And that's really pretty. So that's a little bit more peachy and it blends beautifully with the bronze. And then this is more of a really soft pink. I probably prefer this side, but I did want to show everyone another one that I've been wearing that I really, really, really like. And also they're always more colorful when you first put them on because you're bringing the circulation to the surface. So Cindy is the sheer pink, glossy, warm. It doesn't stay super glossy, but you see that highlight. And then that's the Boardwalk. Also, it's a glossy and it's a little bit more nude peach. And then the Baby Watermelon does not have a gloss, but it does have a pretty sheen, and that's more of a blue undertone. I personally think as women get older, they need a little bit more color. So, and I have many colors. You could always ask me. Some women need more ruby tones, but sheer. We have one called Love Spell, which is so pretty, and that's sheer. And I think I might even do a pinch more bronzer on my eyes just for kicks and giggles, and then I'm done. I want to say real quick, if you want a color match, they're absolutely free. They're complimentary. What you're going to do is you're going to email me, michellespieler@gmail.com, and you're going to email a photo facing a window just like I am now. I don't even have a ring light on. I'm facing a window. I'm about 3 feet away from the window because you don't want sun on your face. I don't care if it's sunny out, but you don't want the sun in on your face. You want indoor light. Don't have a big bright light over here. Don't have canned lights overhead. It completely ruins it. I need just natural light flooding your face from 3 feet away the window. Shoulders up, so don't send me your whole body, or don't send me this huge picture where you're way down here. I need to see you close up because I have to see the colors under your eyes. I have to see around your nose. I have to see any distractions anywhere on your face. And then I also need level to the lens. Like, this isn't a selfie. Don't hold the phone way up here and take a picture. Like, no, I need to see you like this, close up. I'm going to leave an example in a minute so you can see. In one picture I took today, I have on a primer. My skin looks pretty good. In another picture I'm going to show you, I want to show you because some of you are so embarrassed to send barefaced photos. And the second picture I'm going to show you, I have on no skincare, no primer, and it was later afternoon where the sun is coming down and it's a little harsher and warmer light, and you can see every line, every freckle. Like when I saw that photo, I was like, ooh, that doesn't look so good. But I'm going to show you because this is what real skin looks like as we get older. And this is what real sun damage looks like as we get older. And I don't want you to think like I'm over here sitting here with this beautiful, perfect skin. Now, yes, I look amazing right now, but wait till you see me close up without any makeup on. Let me tell you, it's not that pretty, but I accept it. It's fine. Okay, a little more bronzer on the eye. But look, that's all I have on the eye is a little bronzer, a little bit of a dark shadow smoked in the outer crease, and a little bit of a Demi dark brown NV1 smoked above my lash line, and mascara. What? Look at how gorgeous that looks. Okay. So you're going to send me a selfie if you're interested. If you've been matched by Seint artists in the past and you think they got it all wrong or you just don't know how to do it, that's why I made this video. You don't have to do all the different things. I literally only have candlelit on my face, a little bronzer. I put a little sandy here and in my temples just to show you that even a color that is way darker still can work, and it doesn't show any texture, and it's going to be my summer color. They all blend beautifully like silk. And then I have blush, 2 different blushes, and I have Demi under my eyes. I still have dents, but now they're not colored dents, they're Demi dents. So I just wanted you to be able to see how I do it, how gorgeous it looks, how natural it can look even close up. I mean, I love it. I love it. I know my hair is messy. Some of you are like, take a hairbrush and brush that hair. I'm never going to brush my hair. This is me. I'm just a messy hair girl. That's why I love French women. I love messy. I like a polished face and messy hair. Okay. I think that's it. I think that's everything that I can think of. If you have any questions, please put it in comments. I hope this video helped you. If you were curious about Seint, I was too. If you bought Seint and hated everything, probably you got the wrong colors and your artist was just too young. It's not their fault. It's not their fault. How can you know what mature skin needs if you're in your 20s and 30s? I was a pro makeup artist in my 30s. I did mature skin, but I did mature skin for TV. I don't know that I really did beautiful mature makeup when I was in my 30s for every day in your face, because I wasn't that age. So how did I know? There's a little ignorance there, and no one is meaning to mislead you, and no one is meaning to, color match you wrong. They just don't know what they don't know, right? But we know, don't we, mature ladies? Okay, bye for now, friends. Subscribe if this video has helped you. Please help me share my message on how to do makeup on mature skin. Let's grow this community. Bye for now.